Good morning, boys and girls. Welcome to another day of kindergarten with Mrs. R. So today we're going to work in our Starfall Backpack Bear Reading and Writing Book number 2. So you're going to need to make sure you get your second book out, not the first one. Okay. So go ahead and grab that, and I'm going to share my screen with you, and we will work on this together. Okay. So this is the Backpack Bear workbook that you need. It says Reading and Writing, and it says book number 2. So it has these characters on the front page that you need to go ahead and grab that. Okay, and we're going to turn to page number 4. So you can see down here in the left corner the number 4. Okay, so let me go ahead and make this bigger. Ooh, okay, so we are going to make a color key today. Looks like it says up here, make a color key. So we're going to need some different crayons. So let's see here. Red for the word see, so I need a red crayon. So everywhere we see this word see, we're going to color it red. And this is kind of fun, something different. Okay, so everywhere we see the word see, we're going to color red. And then you can keep these crayons out because you're going to need them. So then we're going to need a blue. So everywhere you see the word the, you're going to color it in blue. Okay. That. And then the word is. So everywhere you see yellow, or everywhere you see the word is, we're going to color it yellow. And then every time we see the word for, so these are some of our sight words, we're going to color it in green. And then the next one is orange. So everywhere you see the word has, we're going to color it in orange. Okay. And then we need brown. So everywhere you see the word on, you're going to color it brown, like this. Okay. All right, so you're going to need to keep your red, blue, yellow, green, orange, and brown crayons up so you have them, okay? So section number 2 says, circle the high frequency words. So these are high frequency words. See, the, is, for, has, on. So every time you see one of those words, we're going to go through and circle them. Okay, so let's point to the number 1 first, and I'll read this sentence to you. Zach can see the pan. So Zach can see. Oh, there's the word see. So we're going to circle it because it says, what color should we circle the word see? Red, right? See. The, there's the, so we need blue. Pan. Zach can see the pan. Okay. And then on number 2, Mrs. R is going to read this too. Zach has the bat. So Zach, we know that doesn't, it's not a sight word. Has. Here's the word has up here, so we need orange. I'm going to circle the word has. Zach has the, and we know the is up here, and it's blue. Okay. Zach has the bat. Okay. So sentence number 3. Zach can tap on the pan. Zach can, well, it is a sight word, but not one we have right now. Tap on. Here's on. So on is brown. Circle that. The, we know, is blue. Okay. And then pan, of course, is not a sight word. Zach can tap on the pan. The pan is for cat. The. Now, sometimes you'll notice these are both the word the, but because this is at the beginning of a sentence, it's going to be capitalized. So the is blue, just like up here. Pan is. Here's is. It's supposed to be yellow. We haven't used that color yet. Oops. Oh, no. And then our next word, for, is supposed to be green. Oops, I messed that one up, so I'll just go around it. Make sure it's green. Cat. The pan is for cat. Okay, and our next sentence. Cat can tap on the pan. Cat is not a sight word. Can is, though. Oh, no, not this time. It's not. Tap. Another sight word list. On. On. Here's on. And here's on. So I'm going to circle it around. And the is the word. Okay, now we've circled all our sight words. Okay. Cat can tap on the pan. All right, so let's go to the top and let's practice reading these. Point your finger to the first word and get your mouth ready. Ready, here we go. Zach can see the pen. Sentence number 2. Zach has the bat. And you'll notice something I just did there. So when a reader makes a mistake, good readers will go back to the beginning and start all over, okay? So let's go back to the beginning and start over. Zach has the bat. Sentence number 3. Zach can tap on the pan. Sentence number 4. The pan is for cat. Sentence number 5. Cat can tap on the pan. Okay. So if you're still working on circling your words, go ahead and finish that and go ahead and press pause. So the rest of us, we're going to go ahead and I'm going to fold my book in half and we're going to go to page number 5. Okay. So our job today, you're going to get a pencil for this part. Use my crayons. And you're going to need to fill in the missing words. So they have the sentence and they have this blank spot. And then there's 2 missing words. There's 2 words at the end, and you have to decide which one would make sense. So here's a picture of Zach. He's a little mouse, and he's sitting on a can of jam. So we have can and sad at the end to choose from. So let's try our first one. So this is Zach. Zach is on the, what is he on? Can or sad? He's on the can, right? So let's circle can. And we're going to write it here on the line. Can. Zach is on the can. And this picture shows us Zach is on the can. Okay. Now, this is a can of jam. It's like, here's Zach. The something is for Zach. The something is for Zach. What is this something we're talking about? What's in there? Jam, right? Because this says had. The had is for Zach. That doesn't make sense. The jam is for Zach. That would make sense. So let's go ahead and write that in. J. These are all lowercase a. M. The jam is for Zach. Okay. And then down here we see Zach, and there's an ant. Okay. So Zach can see an what? An axe. Axe or ant. Zach can see an ant. Mm-hmm. All right, last one. So what is Zach holding in this picture? He's holding a fan, isn't he? And you have 2 choices for words: book, bag, fan. Zach has a what? Fan, right? We know the first sound of fan is fan. So we're writing F, N. Zach has a fan. All right, so let's go ahead and read these sentences. Get your pointer finger ready. Here we go. Zach is on the can. The jam is for Zach. Zach can see an ant. Zach has a fan. Now, the reason they put these pictures here is to help you with your reading. Sometimes before we start reading something, we should look at all the pictures because the pictures are going to be clues of what the sentence might be about. Or if you're reading a book and there's a picture that goes with the page, that's going to tell you what the writing is about on that page, what's happening, okay? So these pictures are here to help you decide what's happening in the sentence. All right, so if you're still working on your words, go ahead and finish those up and press pause. And then when you're done, you can push play and join me again. Okay. So for the last page, I'm going to show you, before we start on this, we're going to talk about punctuation marks. And there are 3 kinds of punctuation marks that we're going to work on right now. The first is a period. The second is a question mark. And the last is an exclamation mark. Okay. So I want to stop sharing my screen right now, and I want to show you a different screen that I have up. Let me see if I can find it. Okay. And let me share that with you. Just 1 second. Grab that. Oh, for some reason it's not showing me. Let me see if I can find it again. Just 1 second here. Okay, so let me see if I can grab that. See here. All right, for some reason it's not sharing it. Let me go and see if I can do it. Okay, let me do this. All right, well, Mrs. R will have to show you that at another time. Okay, well, we're going to go ahead and we're going to talk about these. So let me go ahead and share my screen again. Sorry about that. For some reason, it doesn't want to show that screen to you. That's okay. Let me go ahead and share my screen with you. All right, so let's go back to this. All right, so let's take a look here. So the 3 kinds of exclamation marks that I talked about before are period, question mark, and exclamation mark. So the first mark is a period, and it just is when you're making a statement or saying something, you would use that at the end of your sentence. A question mark is when you're asking a question and you're expecting an answer. So you're asking something like, what time is it? You would put a question mark at the end because you're asking someone to give you an answer. An exclamation mark is when you're excited about something or you're changing your voice, like you're scared or you're really excited or happy, you would use an exclamation mark. So let's first look at these pictures. So Zach sees a can here, okay? In this picture, it looks like he has his hands up like he's asking a question. And then here it looks like you can either be he's excited or he's doing something. And then down here, it looks like he's really doing something. He's really hitting something hard, isn't it? It says bam, bam, bam. Okay, so let's take a look at these sentences and let's see if we can decide whether the punctuation is a period, a question mark, or an exclamation mark. Okay, so let's go ahead and trace the Z at the beginning of each sentence, and I'm going to read it to you, and if you can read it, read along with me. Oops, you can do that. Here we go. Zach sees a can. So for that sentence, we're just telling somebody something that Zach sees a can. So for that one, we would just put a period because that's just a plain old sentence, right? Zach sees a can. All right, now for this one, let's take a look. Is the can for Zach? So are we asking a question? Is the can for Zach? So it sounds like we're asking somebody something. So we would put a question mark in there. Is the can for Zach? This is like, and then someone would answer, right? Yes, the can is for Zach, or no, the can is not for Zach. You're asking a question. Let's trace the first letter. Okay. Zach taps on the can. Tap, 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 tap. So we're not really asking a question, and we're not really saying anything excited or changing or we're scared or happy. So we're just going to put a period. Okay. Now this last one, we need to trace these capital B's. Now on this one, you can hear and you can see that he's like bam, 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 bam on the can, right? Trying to get it open. So when we're excited or we're making a lot of noise or we're changing our voice, we want to use an exclamation mark because otherwise, it's just a number 1 with a dot underneath, we would say bam, bam, bam. And that's not really what's happening, right? It's more like bam, bam, bam. And so we're saying it, changing our voice and raising our voice. And so we would put those exclamation marks in there to show the excitement in our reading, okay? So we'll be practicing this more as the year goes on, using these 3 different kinds of punctuation marks. But for right now, I think we've used the period a lot. Today, we learned about using the question mark when you're asking a question, or if you're scared or excited or happy or changing your voice, you're going to use the exclamation mark. Like you could say, I love school, or I love to go to the park. You could use an exclamation mark because you're so excited or you really like it, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and close our book. We are all done with that for today, and we can put that away. All right, so I hope that you guys are having a great morning and that you have a great day. And I look forward to talking to you very soon. Continue working on your iReady reading assessments this week and doing your very best and working hard for your parents. And remember to take those breaks. It's so important when you're taking tests that you take breaks. Give yourself little brain breaks and snack breaks and little breaks during that time so you can do your very best. All right? So I look forward to seeing you all very soon. Have a great day, everybody. Bye.